that social justice warrior character on NXT now, that Joe Gacy, he's getting some really big publicity across the magazines and that. There's a lot of fascination in the media towards him and how WWE played his character out. So I think this guy is going to get a push, Joe Gacy, because he's. I mean, it's clever to do what he's doing. He's playing a woke social justice warrior. He's basically Ryan Satin as a wrestler. Like if Ryan Satin was a wrestler, this is what he would be.
Do you watch NXT like regular every time?
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on the 2.0. Yeah.
Okay. So let me get into some topics here. You got a couple.
Right.
Let's get to I want to get to one that you kind of glanced over a little bit. You pretty much talked about it. It was the Hit Row going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
So what's the main thing you're hearing that other than Vince is just ADD?
Yeah, that's the story. Vince is AED. Like there's so many signs in the past of him being bored of certain things or him taking on new projects and putting it down. It happens with certain wrestlers in terms of we see wrestlers being pushed on TV and then we see them not being pushed on TV. I mean, we've seen things where he's had things for Angel Garza. I mean, kicking a rose up someone is a Vince thing, right? Remember
I thought that was fantastic. I actually loved when he did that. I completely forgot about that.
But it lasted a week.
Yeah,
and
it did.
There's like weird things like certain words being ruled out, certain rules with this stupid tag team rule. There's this whole thing of we're going to try and referee the matches properly. So if you think someone's shoulders down, count 3 and we'll call that the finish. That kind of stuff. That was weird. NXT just falls onto that boat. They wanted to like revamp it. It's like it's going to be hip. It's going to be urban. It's going to be like younger guys. It's going to be like real athletes. 3 weeks in, Hit Row, front and center of NXT 2.0, what it's all about. They're moving on to SmackDown. Doesn't really make any sense. And it's like a big indicator for people that Vince is bored again and he's not going to be playing with his toy as much as we thought he was going to be. So, yeah.
So do you find, I think the biggest mistake almost with this Hit Row thing is the big guy, AJ, being on that Hidden Treasure show. That's where you first saw him with all the stuff that he did. So he's a normal person and you get to know him as a normal human being. Now he's supposed to be like some gangster thug type of, That
was very odd that he was on that show though, because I thought he was some historian or some collector, but like, he was just a guy from NXT. I guess he is a collector, but he was also on NXT. I don't really know the story behind that, but it didn't click for me at first. I knew I'd seen him before, and then I had to go and Google it and then put the connection together. But I don't think it jumps out to you as well. Plus, I mean, if you look at the viewing figures on that show, you're looking at, 100K, 200K max. It's not that I don't think it's significant for me. Maybe for a hardcore.
Yeah, I got you.